How you doing? This is another episode of a perspective from the Hispanic Latino. I'm kind of disturbed right now. What I want to share with you today is about these three Muslim boys that sexually assaulted a 5-year-old special needs little girl. A precious little girl in Idaho. Here's the thing, you guys could pull it up on if you could see that on Google. Just put in little 5-year-old little girl sexually assaulted by 3 Muslim boys. It just, I heard about this story about a week and a half ago, and I didn't know the whole story, so I waited, and then I heard something about it on the radio today a little bit. So when I got home, I looked in here and I found this article. It says Muslim child sex assault suspects back on streets of Idaho. They let them go pending their next court date. They were in a what is it called, juvenile facility. So they let them go, but they're trying to cover they covered this story up. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about this. I haven't heard anything. I do a lot of listening to the radio and stuff, and I heard something about it. But I read this article by WND, World Net Daily. It's a good news source. And here's what gets me. When the story barely came out, some people jumped the gun and they said that there was Syrian refugees Syrian refugees, Muslims. But that was wrong. They were not from Syria. They were from Sudan. Two Sudanese boys and a little boy from Iraq. Iraq. He's 7 years old, and the other ones were 10 and 14. And what they did was evil. These little boys did this evil. I don't know. This is the way that they think over there. This is what they believe. They're brought up like this. Just like in Germany, when Hitler had his army, they had camps for kids and they brainwashed them. You know what? It's not the kids' fault, but it's the situation that they're in. And this is what's in their mind, man. They took this little girl. They lived in an apartment over there. They took this little girl into the laundry room, stripped her naked. 2 of them urinated on her, and one of them sexually assaulted her while the other one was filming it. And an 89-year-old woman, she went in there and she said she seen them go in there, and she said, "What are you doing?" And the little girl cried out for help. And thank God that woman was there. Heaven knows what would have happened. God knows what would have happened. But we're dealing with something. We're dealing with good and evil. That's what we're dealing with today. You know, I want to tell all the politicians, man, that they want open borders and they want to keep on letting these people come in. You're putting our kids in grave danger, man. You're putting them in grave danger. There's a former Minnesota representative, Michelle Bachmann. She's standing up and she said that she had put forth a bill and nothing's been done with it. And you need to read this story, man, because this story it's gonna bring heartache in your heart, man. This poor little girl sexually abused. Man, I'm just, oh man, I'm so angry right now. I don't even know what, man, if I wasn't saved, I'd be cussing up a storm right now. That's what's flowing through me right now. I can't believe these freaking people, man. And this Paul Ryan, man. Oh, look. There's a woman by the name of Claire Lopez, a vice president of research and analysis for the Center of Security Policy in Washington, D.C., said the U.S. refugee admissions program should be halted pending a full audit. That's what should happen. Pending a full audit. Get this. A bill in the U.S. House of Representatives introduced last summer by Republican Brian Babin, Representative Brian Babin, a Republican out of Texas, would do just that. But House Speaker Paul Ryan has not allowed the bill to come up for vote. What the heck is wrong with you, Paul Ryan? Man, every congressman, senator, you should be going in there and you should grab freaking Paul Ryan by his freaking neck and make him put that bill through. Vote on it. Paul Ryan, do you have kids? John McCain, do you have a granddaughter, daughters? Mitch McConnell, do you have a granddaughter, great-granddaughters because you're old? All of you guys, every one of you that's going against Donald Trump, man, you guys are freaking idiots, man. You guys have no heart, man. Are you even human? They put this bill through. Paul Ryan won't even put it to get voted on. The woman, Claire Lopez, it says this: the U.S. refugee resettlement program needs to hit the pause button now, as both Donald Trump and Babin have proposed, Lopez said, as horrific accounts of rape and sexual assault by Muslims against local girls and women spill out of Britain, Germany, Sweden, and other Western European countries. We would be foolish to listen to the likes of CARE, which the Justice Department has identified as the Hamas branch in America, when we already see the same thing beginning to happen here. Why do any Muslims, much less elementary school boys, think it's okay to sexually assault girls and women? One reason may be that the official Islamic biography of Muhammad is full of such behavior. But Muhammad is called the perfect example of a man many times in the Quran. This freaking stupid idiot right here, what's his name? The spokesman, Ibrahim Hooper. This freaking stupid idiot right here, if you could see his picture. I don't know if you can. He's the one that came out and said that it's unfair, that conservatives, he's making the big deal about that they got the reports wrong when it was first reported that they were Syrian refugees. So he's trying to make that the big story instead of saying about the real story about the 5-year-old special needs little girl that was sexually assaulted. Come on, you stupid idiot. The story is not about how they got it wrong. They are Muslim boys, but they're from somewhere else. 2 from Sudan and 1 from Iraq. What you should be saying, Hooper, or whatever the hell your name is, what you should be saying is, you know what? The shame on our little Muslim brothers. Shame on them. We're going to make sure that there's consequences to what they've done. But what you're trying to do is protect them, just like Barack Obama and Loretta Lynch and all them in the White House are trying to protect ISIS and the Islamic radical jihadist terrorism groups. Man, I am so mad right now. But you need to spread this. You need to go on Google. Anybody that's going to watch this video, you need to go on Google, put in 5-year-old little girl sexually assaulted by 3 Muslim boys in Idaho. And those stupid idiots in Idaho, the police, the mayor, the whoever over there, they're trying to cover it up too, man. This story should be headline news right now. That poor little innocent little angel, man, sexually assaulted. God knows what would have happened if that angel, 89-year-old woman wouldn't have walked in there. God sent her in there. Here's what we need to do. I'm going to tell you exactly what we need to do. The people that we were built on the Judeo-Christian values here in America. We're a Christian nation, not a Muslim nation. And even you atheists out there, you have kids too. You have grandkids too. But here's the story in this day and age that we live in. We need to pray. We need to pray for our children, our grandchildren. Cousins, you need to pray for your little cousins. Uncles, you need to pray for your nieces and nephews. And so on and so forth. Every day when you wake up, you should get on your knees and pray for a hedge of protection over our kids. Lord, put a cloud of protection by day and a pillar of fire of protection by night over our children. In the name of Jesus Christ. Lord, protect our kids from the evil that's going on in this world. That's what you should do.